Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
New information tonight on a rape investigation involving 3 MSU football players. What we're learning about the case.
A fire shuts down a popular restaurant at one of the Detroit casinos. We're there as firefighters put out the flames.
And a Local 4 exclusive dramatic dash cam video shows a police chase that ended in a crash, killing 2 people. And that tops our news tonight at 11, and it's video you'll only see on Local 4. A
chase that started in Dearborn Heights ended in Inkster, and a week later, questions outnumber answers.
Dermot Terry is live in Dearborn Heights with a look at the dramatic dash cam video. Dermot.
Kimberly, it's still unclear why this man ran from Dearborn Heights police, killing him and his passenger. But tonight, you get to see the moments officers tried pulling him over in this exclusive video.
He lost it.
The view from Dearborn Heights police dash cam shows the point a car loses control, slamming right into a tree. But it was just 1 minute and 15 seconds earlier when officers first spotted the silver car driving. Take a look. You can see the officer activate his lights, but the car refuses to pull over. Instead, the driver, identified as Sheldon Hornbuckle, races down the residential street.
He lost it.
He dies hours after this impact. The crash instantly kills the woman riding with Hornbuckle. Police telling us the officer tried pulling this car over because a headlight was out. While the video clearly shows the driver failed to stop, we don't know how fast speeds reached, or more importantly, why the driver simply did not stop.
He would be the one that would have the answers to that, but it's obviously never worth it given the outcome.
And Dearborn Heights police saying that the officer involved in that chase followed proper procedures. They point out that they did find the weapon inside that car that crashed. Reporting live in Dearborn Heights, Dermot Terry, Local 4.
Yeah, all right, Dermot.
The University of Michigan is investigating the attempted abduction of a 10-year-old girl. University police say a man tried to lure her into his car in a North Campus parking lot this morning about 8:15. The man was driving a black 4-door vehicle. He's described as a white man, 50 to 60 years old, with gray hair styled like Albert Einstein. He was wearing a black leather jacket and sunglasses. If you have any information, call police.
Tonight, the alleged rape of an MSU student at the hands of 3 football players has university police asking the prosecutor's office for warrants. Now, the university confirms all 3 players have been removed from student housing. They have been suspended from the team. Mara McDonald on campus with the newest information in the investigation. Mara?
You know, we're not going to be naming these players until and if they are charged, but we can tell you that 2 of them are from Detroit and 1 is from out of state.
The sexual assault that's under investigation happened on campus in January, and it was reported. University police have been working it ever since, and now they've turned over their findings to the Ingham County prosecutor, and they're asking for warrants. Ingham County prosecutor Carol Seaman confirms the case files have been turned over and says, quote, I have asked the MSU Police Department to continue that investigation and submit to our office additional information and evidence. Upon receipt of those materials, I will determine a charging decision in this matter. Now, when news hit the campus last week that 3 of the players from its football team were being investigated and football staffer Curtis Blackwell suspended with pay, it was a stunner. Football is
a really big deal. Like, I think that's some main reasons why people even come to the school, because of football.
And the players?
They're football players, so I feel like they just think they can get away with certain things and not get caught at all.
But students say while the investigation and alleged assault may be discussed,
if we lose a game, it's a big deal. But when something happens with rape or that type of situation, like, no one takes it as big of a deal as we lose a game.
Back here live, you not only have an investigation into the football players and their alleged behavior, you also have the university bringing in an outside entity to take a look at the football team in totality, meaning the power structure there, making sure that their response was appropriate when all of this came to light. Back to you.
So, Mar, do we have an idea on when a charging decision here might be made?
You know, Devin, everybody tells me it's going to be sooner rather than later. I think some people were expecting that charging decision to come down this week. It clearly has not, but I'm guessing it's coming shortly.
All right, Mara.
There's no word tonight if the Wolfgang Puck Steak Restaurant at MGM will be open tomorrow. This was the scene outside tonight, though, at the restaurant as it was forced to close because of a kitchen fire. The investigation continues into how it started. There were no injuries.
It's going to be a late night for Senate Democrats. They are planning an all-nighter in opposition to President Trump's pick to head the EPA. Let's take a live look at the Senate floor. Would you believe it's Cory Booker again? The last time that they were doing this, he was speaking then as well. Lawmakers protesting the nomination of Oklahoma's Attorney General Scott Pruitt. Pruitt is expected to be confirmed tomorrow, despite the pushback. By the way, we've also learned tonight a retired Navy SEAL, Robert Harward, turned down President Trump's offer to succeed Michael Flynn as the National Security Advisor.
After pleading guilty, a former Zott Jeep Chrysler employee will hear his sentence for trying to record women in a bathroom. White Lake police were called to the dealership on Highland Road back in August after a camera was found in the women's bathroom. Detectives found video on the personal laptop of Larry Flowers, an employee at the time. Flowers is facing 6 felony counts and will be sentenced next month. Tomorrow, the community and the police will come together to talk about the opioid epidemic here in Detroit.
7th Precinct is presenting the documentary called Chasing the Dragon at the Church of Messiah on East Grand Boulevard. The Reverend has a brother who was addicted to heroin, and it almost cost him his life. He says that while previewing the documentary in his office, he realized how much it could impact people's lives as more people sat down to watch with him.
It started with one person, then it turned to 2 people. The next thing I knew, there were 8 people in my office watching the video. The video was about 40, 45 minutes. They didn't say a word till after it was over. The fact that it caught their attention let me know if this can catch their attention, this will catch a lot of people's attention.
And there'll be those from the police force and the FBI for an open conversation tomorrow at 1 p.m. So it'll be an important documentary for all to watch. And of course, more and more people know someone who's been affected
we're
one way or
reporting
another.
on it more and more.
Every day almost, yep.
A warning tonight about the next time your phone or tablet battery is running low. Why experts say you should never use a public charger.
Interesting. Also, talk about customer service. A clerk's cat-like reflexes help save a child from serious injury. Here comes Ben.
Devin and Kim, what a beautiful finish to the work week. Temperatures back to freezing by 10 a.m., but we're heading to the 40s. Save your sick day for later in the 7-day forecast. We'll look at some nicer days ahead.
Okay, Ben, but first, she's a hero, but her service to our country came at a cost.
A lot of trauma, a lot of PTSD, now the alcoholism.
This Marine's family turns to the Defenders for help before it's too late.
Coming up Friday morning on Local 4 News Today, she lives on only a few $100s a month, but still continues to give to others.
I ain't gonna cry on this camera because I know this Channel 4 and y'all gonna have this on TV.
Oh, so tomorrow we are giving back to her and granting a wish for Inspire Today. Rhonda?
How to run the right way. Fitness Friday tomorrow.
Plus, big changes are ahead for your weekend. We've got your weather and traffic updates always on the 4s. Detroit mornings start here from 4:30 to 7 a.m. We'll see you in the morning.
On the next.
A family in crisis reaching out to the Defenders, hoping their story brings attention to the plight of thousands of military veterans who have difficulties adjusting to life once they return home.
Retired Marine Reserve Chrissy Myers is in a local VA hospital tonight recovering from an alcohol overdose. Her parents share her difficult story with our Kevin Dietz.
Growing up, Chrissy Myers was a smart, precocious kid with a big smile.
She was creative in her art, her words, her writings, everything. She was just an amazing child.
When she decided to join the military like her brother and sister, her parents could not have been prouder.
Just to be a part of something real and important.
And she excelled as a Marine Reserve, becoming an expert marksman, speaking foreign languages, valuable skills for overseas missions.
Got a lot of medals and everything, but over the course of time, you know, things happened.
She saw things, experienced things. Being a female in a mostly macho male environment was rough.
There's things that we don't want to know and we don't want to see, but these are the things that they're coming home with.
Once home, Chrissy spiraled downward quickly.
She paid for it with a lot of trauma, a lot of PTSD, now the alcoholism.
The drinking got bad, real bad. Chrissy lost her husband, gave her child up to a friend. Soon, her parents were getting calls about her drinking.
Rochester Hills Police found her. They took her to the Beaumont, and she was listed as a Jane Doe. When I opened that curtain, she was on a ventilator.
In several phone conversations, Chrissy has told me she wants to get help, wants to stop drinking. As a veteran, the VA hospital is available to her. The VA cannot comment on patients, but her family's documentation shows she's been there a lot.
We take her to the VA. It's a Band-Aid fix. It's like get her detoxing and get her out. And it just doesn't work.
They just discharged her. I guess she says she wants to be discharged. And
that is the problem. The VA cannot hold Chrissy against her will. And every time she leaves, she gets closer to death, leaving her parents petrified.
This girl who came back serving our country is gonna die. I mean, I'm prepared for her funeral.
The defenders first learned of Chrissy Myers from a tip call, a Marine veteran breaking rules by working as an escort in local hotels. Chrissy was advertising on the internet under the name Ava, and we showed up to confront her.
We want to talk to you about your escort business.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Immediately, we realized while she may have been scamming the system, what she really needed is help.
Would you like us to help you find a better occupation?
Chrissy was working as an escort to pay for booze in a hotel room. Her mother recently found out where she was and rescued her.
There was throw up and blood all over the bed.
A Marine Reserve veteran with talent and potential, but in deep despair over her experiences in the military.
We just don't know where to go, where to turn. You know, it's like, and my heart goes out for her because you want to protect your children, and you can't.
We've been in contact with the Veterans Affairs Office, and they assure us that they have several programs that could help Chrissy if she's willing to put in the work. We will continue to follow her story and report on her progress. Kevin Dietz, Defenders.
Well, it's just heartbreaking, and unfortunately, it's just not close to being an isolated situation.
Right, so many other military veterans dealing with the same thing.
Here's what Hank Winchester's working on for tomorrow night at 11.
Her life cut tragically short. Her abusive husband now a convicted murderer.
I think that people are interested in how the family is surviving and moving forward.
10 years after the loss of Tara Grant, an important message to other victims of domestic abuse.
Abusers rob the person of their power.
And we'll take an inside look back at the investigation that captured the attention of so many. What was really going on behind the scenes?
What viewers probably don't know is that things took a turn. At that point, I knew something wasn't right.
Our special report tomorrow at 11.
Yeah, Ben just said 10 years.
It's hard to believe.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
It sure is. All right. Well, we're all looking forward to a weekend, which I think we can start now that we've hit almost midnight on Thursday.
That's right. That's all we can think about.
It almost seems like we're sort of starting it early and maybe even continuing it past Monday. But here's what we're looking at for high temperatures today. We got to 34, but I wanted to show you these incredible numbers hanging out just to our southwest. A couple spots there. Missouri got into the 70s. Some of that orange down there in Devon's old stomping grounds, possibly low 80s in central Kansas, but we still just above freezing here. We'll make some improvements tomorrow, and then we'll really start to see those near record high temperatures show up here on Saturday. 62 is the record. We're forecasting 60, so it's not going to take a whole lot just to tie that record. It's been around since 1976. We will cool down past then, so these records from Sunday through Tuesday probably not in danger. Otherwise, we are just below freezing right now at 30, and this is going to be the last time we'll be able to say that. Be able is probably not the right phrase to use, but it's the last time we will be saying that for the next 7 days. Everything above freezing, even at our coldest points at night. So 28 downtown, a lot of 20s north of 8 Mile right now, just a marginal wind chill out there. We have been watching some radar returns, but most of this is moisture not making it to the ground. So it looked like we had some snow showers roll right through the central part of the state, but we stayed mostly clear over here in Detroit, and should be that way through the night with just some high clouds, again, just off to our west. Warm front comes in tomorrow, and that will be ushering in those near record highs on Saturday. Could be bringing a couple high thin clouds with it, and that's it. We really don't have any precipitation to discuss until possibly Tuesday of next week, and even that chance is slight. If it does happen, it's going to be rain. 26 is where we're going tonight. Skies partly cloudy, very light winds, 3 to 6 miles an hour out of the southeast. Breaking down high temperatures tomorrow. It is better than what we saw today, but still our coldest that we've got going forward for the next several days. 46 in the city. South zone temperatures will hit the 50s out here in Lenawee County, just barely. Morenci at 51, Onstead at 50, and mid-40s still out here towards Lake Erie. 40s all across our west zone tomorrow. Howell, you'll be at 46. Brighton and Milford 44 degrees. And all 40s in our north zone. You've escaped the 30s in Sanilac County tomorrow afternoon in Sandusky and Lexington. Richmond, you'll be at 42. Ortonville at 42 as well. So 60 degrees, as we mentioned on Saturday. Still a possibility we could see some early fog as that warm air comes over the cold ground. But generally what we're going to see over the weekend is tons of sunshine. That's going to linger into early next week with just that slight chance of a shower on Tuesday. And you can't say enough good stuff about that forecast all the way through Thursday. It's all 50s.
The tee times are filling up. It's also, as we mentioned earlier, if you weren't with us, it's free fishing weekend. You don't have to have a license to fish this weekend. That'll be a pretty good bet.
I'm getting my car washed, the inside and the outside.
Yes, wait a minute. You'll be the one to bring us rain then.
No.
That's how that works.
Usually that's how it works.
Yeah. One company's new benefit for employees has people talking tonight. We'll tell you how it's accommodating growing families.
Right place, right time. A child saved from a dangerous fall. See how a clerk saves the day.
Dozens of businesses here in Detroit and hundreds across the nation will reopen tomorrow after today's Day Without Immigrants.
Immigrant-owned businesses shut down for a nationwide protest against President Trump's immigration policy. In southwest Detroit, more than 1,000 people marched. A smelly steam problem near Eastern Market probably won't be resolved until next week. The Great Lakes Water Authority and Detroit Water say they'll isolate the problem next week. An underground water leak is causing excessive steam near Gratiot and Russell Street. The pipe will be addressed Monday, but no word on a permanent fix.
A still anonymous man reminding everyone to pay it forward after picking up the breakfast tab at Detroit's Parks and Rec Diner. He paid for 7 tables. In fact, total tab for him came to more than $200. He still left a generous tip on top of that, but no one knew that their meal had been paid for until after he was gone. He didn't want any attention, just wanted people to pay it forward.
Story there. Cool. An employee made a great save when a toddler standing on a counter tumbled off, but what he does afterward is even better. This is the surveillance video from a Houston indoor skydiving facility. Ooh. You see the child there lost his balance, but before he hit the ground, the employee reaches out and grabs him. Great save there. The employee then celebrated, giving a couple flexes of his muscles and a thumbs up to the security camera.
Nice. Well, we got a warning for people who charge their cell phones in public. Tech experts think you need to stop plugging your USB cord into public ports that you see at places like airports or conference centers. And that's because the USB cord transmits data. And if someone has hacked that port, all of your information that's on your device is left vulnerable to be stolen. So instead, the recommendation is to buy a portable battery pack or a USB cord that doesn't have wires that transmit data. They have charging only cords.
Can't trust anything anymore. No. It can never be too safe. All right, a new puppy can be a handful. So one company is offering pawternity leave for its new owners. The beer maker BrewDog is a Scottish brewery set to open a location in Ohio this year. It offers a week of paid leave for employees with new puppies or rescued dogs to ensure owners can help their pets get adapted to new surroundings. BrewDog is the first company in the U.S. to offer pawternity leave.
I would imagine they are, but now that's a perk.
I'd like to see you walk in the news director's office. Hey, I had a puppy. I need a week off.
Yeah,
I got your puppy.